Hey folks, and welcome back. Well, this time we're here with another banner trailer. Today we're looking at the Bond of Trust banner. What is this, an Awakening banner then? I have honestly no idea. This time, once again, I'm finally actually going in unspoiled. Luckily, I didn't spoil myself, so... And technically, we're how late to this? We're almost like 2 hours late to this party. And my hair is pretty somewhat scuffed right now. Who cares? Let's get into the video. Let's get into the banner. What's up with this? I'm just closing my eyes preemptively just in case. I don't want to get myself spoiled in any capacity if that's what's going to happen. Oh, shit! Okay. Another FB7 banner.
Farina and Florina. The three of us sisters are the beauties of Ellie.
Reba Burr? Ooh, back again with fucking Farina. Okay. Hot Shot Lance. Oh, Speed Catch finally in the normal pool. Okay, cool. I'm alright with that. Nice. Oh, nice. Louise is finally in base version. Cool.
Despite my upbringing, I shoot much better than I dance or sing.
Her arms looks really nice. A Rhine bow? Wait, what? So they made Joshua's bow now in a base obtainable thing. Honestly, that's not bad. I don't mind that. Urk, there you go. Finally about time he's in, and he's probably...
If I'm going to fight, I will show you the true power of magic.
Another 3 to 4 Lance, or fucking just Red Mage. Rar Fox, that's right. Spirit solo, actually, though. Okay. Okay.
Don't trouble yourself.
There was at least somebody that wanted that in base kit. I remember. I'll talk about it later. Yo, let's go. We got 10.
If
oh, this
something
is
out there
nice.
is guiding me, I have no choice other than to bow to the dictates of fate.
Oh, boy. And Wada did his art, too. There you go. Wow. G-Dual Infantry 4, understandable. I have no need for that, though. That's okay.
Sorry about this.
There you go. Solid cast, honestly. I don't mind this. Who is the, whatchamacallit? The, wait, what? Huh? What? We're fighting how many Kirans now? Okay. Interesting, I guess. I need to see quickly who the GHB is, because I'm curious. Is this going to like finish up anytime soon? There you go. What the? Huh? Free focus heal hero get. Wait, is this a celestial stone? That's what I'm assuming this is. Yeah, it's the celestial stone. Yep. There you go. Huh, I thought like in like the renders before it looked really weird, but now it looks a lot better like that. Okay. There you go. I don't know. The Celestial Stone's a really nice addition. I just feel like they need more banners with Spark, honestly. But that's just me. But it happens. All right, let's see. Goddamn. All right, so. Oh my god. The GHB is going to be Sonya. Well, that's going to be interesting. Let's just hope that she's not, you know, not a bad unit because, well, she's going to be a female mage. That much is obvious. Most likely infantry, so she'll probably have some sort of nice gimmick or whatever. And I mean, booba. All right, let's look at Farina. Lance Flyer, voiced by Reba Burr. I dig this. Another person into money. This is like Marie, that one character from BNA that she also happens to voice. So there you go.
I am not a weasel. I'm a mink.
All right, she's got a Hot Shot Lance. Slaying at start of combat, if the unit's HP is above 25%, grants bonuses to all stats based on the number of times the unit has been enhanced using DRAGONFLOWER. Oh my god, that is literally the best way to make her work out because she wants all the money, and that's the best way of doing it. Giving her DRAGONFLOWERs. That's hilarious. 5 or more times gives you +7 to all stats during combat. 4 times gives you +6. 3 times +5. 2 or fewer, 4. That is such a free skill. Oh my god. But also, if she is above 25% HP, unit has been enhanced with using DRAGONFLOWERs 3 or more times. Utilizes foes bonuses during combat. This is actually hilarious. I don't know why, but I absolutely love this. Mostly because you have to think, how much would it be in total then? I need to look at this myself really quickly because it shouldn't be that hard. So, who do I have that I haven't enhance it with Dragonflower, so it would be easy here. That basically gets us out of the way. I don't think I've done it with Sedith yet, right? No, I haven't. So if you were to give her 4, you're basically going to have to get her to, actually, no, it's 3 or more for really the best thing. So if you want to neutralize the bonuses, but also get a +5, you're going to have to use 240 Dragon Flowers, which honestly isn't that bad, frankly speaking. Although the weird yeah, actually it does go up to 5, so that's not bad. It just depends on how much you want to invest in it, which honestly, I can see this working out, especially with her stats. Like, I mean, she'll utilize all those stats perfectly fine, but also more so just, hey, she's gonna literally use that and be like, hey, money time to enhance my stats. So I mean, there you go. But for really the best that you really need to go at for, just for the sake of being able to neutralize the bonuses by getting the secondary effect with the Dragon Flowers, just you need to give her like 240 of them, which honestly doesn't even seem that hard to do, at least in my opinion. I don't know, because like 240 is easy to get. It's just that the other two are basically, well, then it would cost 400 in total and then 600 in total. So it's just like, it really depends on how much you want to invest in it, especially with, would she be good as a one-off is my question. Probably at this rate. I think it would be nicer to get her at a +1 too, but I don't know. It's just like, she seems like a very honest unit, mostly just because all of her effects are free, given you actually give her the Dragon Flowers that she actually needs to proc those. Oh boy, this is a very interesting effect. I don't think this will ever show up on another unit, as much as I would like it to, because this is actually hilarious. But I don't know, it's interesting. It's very simple. It's not like it's throwing any weird curveballs at you, which is okay. I feel like, at least when it comes to like AI hands or whatever, like unless it's like an Aether Raids defense or like an arena defense or whatever, you're not going to see this in PvE at all. Or at least like you're not going to see us in story maps. She's literally just going to have slaying. And the funny thing is, it literally doesn't matter because she doesn't even have a special inner base kit, which I find a little... It seems like you're missing a little bit of the point there, but at the same time, I don't hate it. Then again, you have to look at everything else she has. So she has repositioning coupled with attack speed snag 3, which is new. That's just attack and speed -6 on the nearest foes within 4 spaces when you use reposition at this rate, or if anybody else does, for that matter. I don't know, I think this is, well, it's nice because, I mean, it's attack speed. People like that sort of debuff. I can see it's working out wherever it is in AR, if this even makes any sense. Although a lot of the time it's really just ruses at that rate. Because even if it's just like -1 to the debuffs, you're getting off guard, which is honestly a whole lot better. And it helps with setting up rally traps and that sort of stuff, and just all that sort of pizzazz to just make sure that you can basically kill your enemy on turn 1. Because, you know, that's just how Aether Raids is nowadays. It's just like, oh well. Attack defense Rhine makes sense, just allows her to do more damage and tank a little more. And then attack speed catch 4. This is finally getting added to a unit in the permanent pool, which is interesting. It's definitely weird because I know that there has been some talk about this skill. Not too much, honestly. It's just that it was really just because it was on Claude. So I feel like not too many people were really talking about it, really going for it. I can see where this does honestly work out. It's just that we didn't have it on anybody that was that much more accessible in that regard, because Claude was just good otherwise. I mean, with Fallen Star and all that. So seeing this on a unit in the permanent pool, at the very least, is really nice. I guess my question is if we're going to see more of these catch skills, let alone maybe if they're going to do any of the 3-star variants, or the 3-tier variants, the golden one, not the yellow, because I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, the tier 3 of this is just a +7, so you're not getting the additional +2 to that, which honestly, I think is fine. It's not that big a deal to me, at the very least. So if you had like another variant of that skill, put it as its tier 3 and put that on somebody who may be a little bit more easily accessible, or somebody that isn't super strong but is at least accessible, that isn't like a seasonal or like a legendary mythic or whatever. Hell, even put this on like a legendary hero remix. I don't even care. Just give us more catches, please. Maybe so that we can mess around with this a little more. I don't know. That's just my overall. I like the mechanic of Hotshot Lance just because it's so dumb it's actually good. My hope, actually, what I would maybe like to see if it's even possible, although you might have to do this for an A skill, I'd like it to maybe be like a skill that does something like this, boosting your stats based on how many dragon flowers you have, at least in combat. I don't know what skill that would be tied to exactly. Hell, even make it like a steal or whatever. Do something like that, just not as maybe strong as Hotshot Lance's numbers, but I don't know. I think it would be nice to see something like this, at least outside of Farina, something that is maybe a little bit inheritable, something you can throw around a little bit just for the sake of being able to have that little bit of variance to be like, hey, I can just boost some free stats just because I have dragon flowers. It'd be good on your really, really nice invested units. But it would probably have to stay at these sort of numbers, or you can do the numbers that you have here. You just need it to go past the 10 to 15 threshold, or maybe even the 5 to 10 at that. I don't know. I just feel like you're going to have to mess around with some of the thresholds based on how many units can get how many dragon flowers of some sort of variance. So I don't know. This is something they have to play around with, but I would like to see it on somebody that isn't just Farina, just for the sake of pay. That would be kind of interesting, but that's just me. Next up, hi Louise. Finally, you're in the game. I really like your art. I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. She's obviously going to be a sniper class, so infantry bow. Rhine bow is, it's literally what it is. It's just a Rhine skill just on, well, her. It's literally, no, this is literally Coral bow. Just, you know, inheritable in the base pool. I like this. Mostly just because it's not like Rhine bow, or it's not like that skill is bad at all on an inheritable. I think it was more just because, one, it was a seasonal, and two, there are some better options for both. But at least being able to have this in the permanent pool is nice. Only down to the fact that, yeah, you'll be able to get Joshua in the Divine Codes Part 2 right now. Which honestly isn't bad, but that's also still a one-time thing. And, I mean, for all I know, you might have another unit that might want it too. So, I don't know. I wouldn't hate that. At least having more of this be accessible, but it also feels kind of a little bit odd. I don't know. It's something that I'm going to have to at least ponder on a little bit, but I don't think it's bad. I really don't. It's just, you know, it's... I guess the best way to say it is like a little iffy then, if that makes any sense. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Okay. Rally defense, res plus, attack speed 03. That's nice to both have at that rate. I mean, is it only legendary Celica with attack speed 03? I genuinely don't remember. I feel like it is, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it's nice to at least have that in the permanent pool now at the very least, if it already wasn't, so cool. Attack speed ideal 4. This is interesting. Oh, okay, so this is catch, but it's bonuses on you instead of penalties on the enemy. Okay, that makes sense. I think this is going to be... Oh, okay, but here's the thing. It has to depend on your full HP. Okay. I still think overall, this is really, really good. You just have to have this on units that have it easier to self-sustain. So my immediate thought is, at least of a unit that's in my head because I was using them recently, Jenny. Mostly down to the fact that, hey, her weapon literally has basically the Saint effect from Echoes. Like, well, it's not just that, but she can heal herself and allies after like just a round in combat. Just making sure that you can stay at 100% HP just all the time. That's how you're going to get the most value out of this, especially if you have bonuses, which frankly isn't hard to do. I mean, Louise does this well by having attack speed 03 for an example, but you can get other stuff off. I mean, you have rallies, for example. You have other stuff like, I mean, hones, fortifies, joint hones, and all that sort of stuff. And just being able to get bonuses very, very easily. I feel like in a way this might be a little bit weird to at least work around in 8th raids though, because of the HP threshold. Because you're not really going to be running units that intend to stay on full HP or have bonuses all the time, because of all the counterplay that goes into getting people off of full HP, let alone that get rid of your bonuses or penalize you for having bonuses when you shouldn't. So that's going to be really weird, but I think like in the right conditions, it's going to be really nice. I feel like in a way this is supposed to be like basically the one-up of push skills, but I think my question is if those will actually be self-inheritable, because to me it feels like this should be, but I have a feeling that it might not be, mostly because it's reminding me, at least when it comes to the HP at 100%, it's reminding me of push 3, which is why I'm thinking that it could be. So I don't know. I'm just going to hope that this is inheritable on staff units, because I feel like they could kind of use that, especially because, well, I don't know. We'll honestly see. All you need to know is that otherwise, you need to run this on somebody who has sustain. So, hey, get out your Mystic Boost and just have fun with this skill, I guess. I don't know. I can see this working out nicely in play hands because, well, in a way, I feel like it's kind of meant for that, because it's going to be really weird to mess with the AI on this one. Again, because HP thresholds and having bonuses. I can say for a fact, though, that you're not going to be running this on Astra Offense as a fact, because, well, Duma kind of exists. I hope you know that. All right. Let's look at Urk. So, sadly, he's the 3 to 4 star Demo, another red mage this year going into that pool. And the artist name is not applicable. Understandable, I guess. So, I remember something actually, because I know that PM1, when he did his Sale video, he was talking about his whole like rework thing about what he would do. He said he wanted to put speed res solo on him, because he said that solos should be a little bit more like easily inheritable now, which I did agree with. But I don't think anybody had the hindsight that it would be on Urk right now. I actually don't mind this, given that this is probably going to be the 5-star lock skill, because otherwise he has speed opening, which honestly isn't bad. I kind of stand by this skill a little bit, but that's just because I made my silly Silk video way back when. Speed opening is nice. I actually don't mind it here. This is definitely going to be the 4-star skill, just because it's nice, but it's not like super potent or whatever compared to speed res solo. You can kind of just do whatever the hell with that, and it's just like whatever, what happens. Otherwise, another person with Rar Fox, so you don't have to just go for nulls at that rate. And you've also got Mumbo. So out of the box, he just seems really, really nice with what he wants to do. Again, just a player phase mage, but he's one that can do things a little bit more, he has a little bit more sustainability, just because he can just be out on his own, take off a target, and he can tank a little bit back, mostly if he's taking on somebody else who is magically inclined at that rate and be fine at that rate. So I don't know. At least out of the box, he seems fine. I'm very curious to see what his stats are like, mostly because my question is if he's going to have higher speed than Miranda. I don't remember how much speed she has off the top of my head. Something like 34 or 35. I wonder if he is going to pass that up by a few points, only because of his kit being a lot more inclined on having speed. I mean, you've got Rar Fox, which is a player phase tome. And then you've got Speed Res Solo, which is going to give you more speed no matter what phase. And then Speed Opening for an ally. I don't know. I feel like I'd like him to have the most speed out of any inheritable red mages right now. Just because I know a lot of people would end up building him up, because a lot of people like Urk. I mean, how long has he been wanted into the game for a while? I know it's a good damn bit, so it makes sense. At least I would imagine so. So, you know what? That's fine. I honestly wouldn't mind that. I obviously wouldn't build him up because I don't really have that much of a tap into it, and it's like, it's like whatever. If anything, I'd really just be going for the speed res solo, because I don't mind having solo 3s at that rate in the 3 to 4 pool. I actually hope to see that a lot more going forward. But yeah, I think honestly, in terms of just a nice demote, he does it pretty well. I mean, he doesn't have a perf, but we can ignore that for a bit. It's gonna be fine. I think he will be a really nice project in the 3 to 4 pool. I think a lot of people are going to at least enjoy this one, but maybe that's just that one. Now we've got Pen. Oof, this man is so good. I wonder how that translates into a Fae. So he's going to be another green mage infantry. So at least comparing him to basically anybody who's had a little bit of relevance recently, Asbel, Refined Lewin, how does he stack up against it? So he's got the Tome of Reglay that gives him base 3 attack. As the start of turn, grants cooldown -1 to any magic allies within 2 spaces of units. That has a special cooldown at its maximum value. Huh? Okay. At start of combat, if foe's HP is above 75% HP, gets attack plus 60 units during combat. Okay. So, he, in a way, at least from his tome as is, the main effect is supposed to be a little bit more of a more of a support thing. It's just because what he's doing literally is he's acting as a I guess like a proxy unit or like a beacon unit for Aether Raid's defense to help get down on special cooldown charges. Basically what he's trying to do is help out people, specifically more that if they aren't Ophelia or anybody who already gets their own cooldown charge off as is. He's going to help anybody that isn't like an Ophelia, a Sonia, a legendary Lilina to get down their specials super quickly. And I think that's nice. I guess my question is if this is going to go first before anything like Infantry Pulse or whatever, because if it doesn't, then I think that's actually okay balance at that rate, just to make sure that you're not entirely cheesing. But I don't know. I mean, it's only one cooldown, so I think it should be fine. You just have to really pay attention to your positioning, at least for your defense, to make sure that that the effect is actually going off. So, and I don't think that should be too bad, honestly. At least I would imagine so. And even outside of that, he still has a decent effect in his tome to at least be more offensively inclined, which he should be. It's not as insane as Refined Lewin or Asbel, but getting flat +3 and then 6 attack and speed during combat if the foe is on decently healthy HP, it's pretty honest. It works out fine. It should be fine for him. He's going to have, obviously, some really nice offensive stats, so I really wouldn't be that worried. I think more so, he's going to have really, really damn high attack, which, at least comparing to Lewin, is going to be pretty easy to do since he's more inclined on his speed and some attack, at least visibly. Asbel, I don't remember his stats, but again, he's, I know, more inclined in his speed. So he's going to be the one that's really trying to just one-shot you at that rate. Mostly, I mean, look at the rest of his kit. He's got Time Pulse Glimmer, so that's obviously meaning that, hey, he's going to get down as much as he really can and just do you dirty. Not only that, but he's also got Low Attack Res 3 to, again, hurt your res to deal more damage and take less back as well. And I guess to add some icing to coat it all, you've got G Dual Infantry 4, which he's got some really nice stuff here to inherit, let's be honest. I guess it's more so that, I don't know. Would you really, like, get rid of him? I mean, I guess you would if you have another green infantry unit that could really use that, obviously. But I think the stats really just help him out overall, because, I mean, you're giving him more stats as is. So it's kind of just like, he's just going to run through you and just do whatever. I don't know. Overall, I think he's a very honest unit. You're not, like, getting anything weird out of his combat. He's not, like, cheesing you out based on some weird effects. It's just, he's doing everything that he needs to really do without it being super overcomplicated, if you get what I mean. He's, first off, just helping out his mage allies by getting their cooldowns down, and then he can get his own down and just, you know, nuke you with a glimmer, basically, as, frankly, he should. So, I don't mind that, honestly. It's, again, seems very honest. I don't know, I like it. We already covered it. Sonia, she's going to be the GHB. I wonder, like, she's probably just going to be another mage, but, like, which one specifically? My bet is it's probably going to be blue, only because Urk is red, Pent is green. Where's the blue? Because there's no way in hell they're going to make her a colorless. There's no way, unless they really want to do that for the morphs. I don't know. I would like it, though, but they probably won't, which sucks. Because, frankly, I don't think IS are brave enough to do that at all. They're pretty much cowards in that regard for wanting to do anything like giving us a more accessible colorless mage since Zane. So, yeah, honestly, that kind of sucks, but I would like to see them do a little something else, but I don't know. I'm just curious to see what Sonia will be like, honestly, just because, you know, she's popular as well. They're basically, what they're doing with this banner is getting away with just a lot of the popular units, at least from FB7 right now. I mean, Farina, I don't know how popular she is. I actually personally like her, just because, I don't know, there's something about her. I think it's really just because of the weird the weird money gimmick or whatever, but at the same time, I don't mind it, honestly. I don't know. I like her design, and her lance in this game is going to be funny. And then we've got Pent, Luis, and base, and then Urk is finally in the game, which I know people have wanted. I think he is... I know for sure he's in the top 5 of most wanted units in Fae from FE7. I just don't remember where he is on that list. He's probably top 3, if not number 1. I just personally don't remember. But I think overall, solid. I mean, when was the last time you had an FE7 banner? It was the one with Fiora and that. Yeah, I just forget everybody who was on that banner. All right, so enough stalling. I think that's it for this video. If you liked it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. Let me know if you're pulling on this banner. I literally just got done with all the Delphia stuff, so I know I'm not pulling. Well, I wouldn't mind some of the stuff in this banner. I think if you're really going for this banner, obviously Pent is a must-go, especially if you run a team that has a lot more magic units in your ARD specifically. But even then, he can work in some other places as well. I mean, he literally has the dual 4 skill, so you'll be able to use him at least as an arena bonus, at the very least. Otherwise, there's some really nice stuff going around that you can pull for. I mean, you've got a solo in the 3 to 4. You've got some really nice inheritable stuff from Louise. And same when it goes to Freynet as well. But you've also got, you know, a really nice gimmicky weapon that I would like to honestly mess around with. But, yeah. I don't know. All right. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, my name's been Valentia. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.